Hello everyone. Let's welcome Dr. Ravi Kumar, a proud Damsonian, and he is rank 82 in May AIIMS postgraduate entrance exams. Heartiest congratulations, Ravi. How do you feel?
Thank you, ma'am. It feels good, but I need to get better. So it does feel good because 82 is not means only 81 people are ahead of me, so
Yes.
it feels good. But it does not feel as it should feel.
Yeah, he is a much more deserving candidate, and I'm sure he's going to work on that. But and look at him, despite scoring a rank of 82, look at his zeal to work, the positivity that he has, something that you all should learn from. That despite getting a good rank, despite getting into the Apex Institute, he's very sure of what he wants, and he's not going to compromise at anything less. That in itself is a great message for people listening to you.
Yes.
And I'm sure that you are going to do that. There is no reason why you shouldn't.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. I will give it my best. It is actually better to try and fail than not to try at all. I'll just
Wonderful.
give it a
That
try.
is such a sweet message. It is better to try and fail than to never try. That's very nice. So Ravi was a TND student with us, and in a short span of time, he has done really well. So Ravi, how are the test and discussion course useful for you?
Yeah, actually, that is all that I did because that is the time I got to do. Because
Study.
I started studying, I joined your test series, ma'am, on 17th of Jan, I guess. So that's when I started studying. So I don't know what else I have done. I haven't actually done anything else. I
Right.
have given your test and studied all those things.
So he's very modest, and he says, he's just given this much time, and I think you've done very well with respect to that. And once you keep the focus on, and there is no stopping you, then
ma'am.
that's nice. And did you find the classes useful? And in the test and discussion itself, we try and give a lot of information, and we do try and clear the concepts as well as keep it as a match of updates as well. So do you find that it is a good mix of basics as well as updates?
Test and discussion, ma'am, they actually helped me stream myself actually what to study and what not to, because there's lot of subject and syllabus, so you cannot go helter skelter covering all the syllabus. So
That's
you
true.
should but because the test and discussion let me know what I knew, what I did not know, and
That's
where I
right.
need to work on.
Yes.
So that
So
helped.
was giving. So he's saying that giving test, let him know what his weak areas are and what he has to focus on, and that's how he actually streamlined his study. That's great. And do you want to give a small tip on how do you plan your study in the week before the test, because that's something that people would want to know.
Yeah, actually, this is for people because the other rankers, most of them were doing the revision, and also you could those who are revising can relate with them.
Yes.
But I am the one who actually completed the syllabus maybe a day or two before AIIMS.
Okay.
So I just see revision is good and revision is the way to go. But I just want to tell that this is not a hopeless situation. I completed my syllabus maybe 2-3 days before AIIMS, and I still got 82. The key message is that you need to keep working,
Very
and
nice.
you have to believe in yourself. If you start thinking that I have started studying just now and I have completed my
And I
syllabus
can't do
2 days,
it.
I cannot do, you won't do.
Yes.
But you just have to keep on egging yourself. When I used to give DAMS test, I did not get any good rank. I did not get into top 10 even in DAMS T&D
test.
classes,
Yes.
where mostly I think 200 students used to give the test.
Yes.
I used to get 50, 60, whatever. But I did not let that bog me down. I knew that I'll do. I kept believing in myself that I'll get there, and so this is what
That's a wonderful message, So every result that you get, you can either take the positive side of it or the negative side of it. And if you learn from the positive aspects that okay, this is where you are, and you could be much better if you work on these areas. So something which all of us should believe in, even in our day-to-day life. Let's look at the positive aspect of things, and let's believe in ourselves, and let's keep working. So that's what he's saying. Being persistent is way more important to clear the exams, right?
Yes, ma'am. The competition is with myself, not with those 60 people who are going above you at a single test. One test, 10 tests, they do not matter. What matters is what you're doing on that particular day in 3 hours.
Wonderful.
So that is what
I think he's very right, because what you do in 6 months or a year before, even more important than that, are those 3 hours in which you give the exam, right? So since you're saying that you've just finished your course and whatever you wanted to know, during the exam, was this much enough to sort of rule out options and get close to answers? So can you tell them that you don't have to really know everything about everything?
Yeah, more than enough. I say that because I just studied for 4 months maybe.
Yes.
But I still managed to get 82 even after doing some silly mistakes which every one of us will do in the examination. So it really helps, the belief helps, and even if you study for 3-4 months, I just want to say that you can rule out options very easily. Most of the questions you can get to the answer.
Yes.
Other questions you'll get stuck in 2 options.
Yes.
That is where you don't have to be very afraid of going for it, because if you don't go through all the questions, if you attempt 160 questions, you are still not there in the competition, because you are leaving 40 and you're not getting 160 all right. So you have to attempt more, and you have to give the exam with such a mindset that you do as many questions as you want to do.
Yes.
Because if you अगर नहीं होना होगा तो नहीं ही होगा, ठीक है, तो it makes sense to give it a try.
So
Let's
I
see what
think
happens.
he's very right, because what he wants to say is that you should go all out. When you're giving the exam, go all out. Do the best you can. Don't be too defensive. He's saying attempt the questions, and and that is very important. He's absolutely right. If you don't attempt the questions and you stay far behind the correct number of questions, it is very difficult to get through the competition. So very, very important. He's saying try and rule out, do the things that you know, the other ones that you know from your concepts, you can try and clear out between 2 options and then get close to the answers. I think that's a good piece of advice for students, because a lot of times people study hard, but those 3 hours they don't manage well. So I think something very, very important as faculty as well, we would always specify that those 3 hours are very important. So you must listen to this part, and he's, I think, given the paper with a lot of positive energy in him, and I think that's what reflects in his rank as well, so which is amazing. And did you attend the visual session that we kept?
Yeah, I was lucky to have attended that, because at one point of time I was thinking that I should rather concentrate on completing my syllabus than attending the DVT.
Yes.
But somehow I went on to attend the DVT, and that helped. That really helped.
That helped you. Okay. And did you give the mock test as well?
Yeah, I gave mock test and I got, I think, 872 rank. So actually I could have shut the door for myself then and there, and that I won't be succeeding in this
Yes.
AIIMS, because 872 just 7 days before your examination says a lot. It says 2 things: either you need to work hard or give up and go for the next one.
Yeah.
Does not make sense to give up at that time when you have put in all your efforts.
Already, yes.
When you have done your studies for 4 months, 1 year, go for 7 more days. Don't give up at the last, because most of the students, they get fed up and the last 1 month decides. For me it was the last 1-2 days, that is different though, but you cannot give up.
I think he's so inspiring, and he's saying a few things which you would find on the internet. You never know how close you are to success when you quit. So never quit. Keep going. Your engines must keep working, right? And you never know what is in store for you. And that's how, in fact, you get lucky as well. I said luck is something which you can get, and this is how you get it. You keep working and you keep getting more luckier and luckier. So a lot of hard work goes into getting lucky. That's what I usually believe in, right? And which I think is very, very reflective here as well. So he isn't simply lucky. He's put in a lot of effort, with a lot of energy, a positive mind frame, a good sense during those 3 hours of the exam. That's wonderful, Ravi. And Ravi, any small tips that you want to give to your fellow Damsonians on how to go about the vast course? And
I'll sum up my journey with this. I got 21,000 rank in the NEET examinations, and 8,000 rank in November 2016 AIIMS.
Okay.
So then I started studying. The syllabus is really very big, and if you start going into details of every single thing, you'll never be able to complete the syllabus. Even if you are able to complete the syllabus, you cannot retain anything.
That's right.
So it makes sense to go through the notes, and for the notes I don't think there is any other option better than DAM's notes. And that is, I'll say this because that is what I read. I am true to myself that I did not read anything else, and I gave tests here and there, whatever I did, questions, because questions here and there helps, but the source should be credible also, and
that's very right.
should be at a place. You do not have to search here and there and go.
That's true, because you don't have that much
Yes,
time, right?
And in the exam, one thing you should keep in mind is you will find difficult questions. Don't get bogged down in the exams. just look around, you'll see everyone is scratching their head. You know, it is difficult for everyone.
Yes.
So in the exam, if you start thinking the paper is difficult, I want to know, just look around, everyone is struggling, you're also struggling. And after exams, even the AIIMS topper, he's my friend, he said, I don't know what will happen, I won't succeed, and he tops the AIIMS examinations. So that is how exams are. So exams are there to show you that you know nothing, maybe something like that. So just think that everyone is having the same situation, and the one who fights best at that time
So true.
will succeed.
He's speaking from his heart. I don't have to interfere anything. He's just pouring his heart out, and I think there is nothing better than truth said, and it hits with students as well. It hits with your colleagues. It hits with your juniors, and that's a lovely message that he gives. I think he's one guy full of positivity, and that's what we should spread in the world to everybody around, and that really works wonders. And just because we're sort of winding off, I also want to ask you: is it like Harrison nahi padi or Bailey nahi padi, to selection nahi hoga?
नहीं, it's like Harrison पढ़ी, Bailey पढ़ी तो भी selection नहीं होगा. It can be either ways.
Yeah.
So what matters is whatever you study,
You retain.
you should be able to retain and grasp that. You sit down to read Harrison, maybe you will grasp, but you cannot retain it. So it makes sense कि from wherever you study, and you should be able to revise. I don't think that you can pick up Harrison a day before exam and go through it. But if you're thorough with the medicine notes, if you have done it 1-2 times, I think if you are fast enough, you'll be able to.
And you will hit more questions.
You'll be able to hit more questions. With Harrison, it's like you're trying too hard and you're wasting your efforts in one particular subject. There are 19 subjects, and you cannot weigh anyone more than the other, because
Especially with the new pattern of the exam, where we are not giving weightage to the clinicals or too much to the clinicals. We are having equal number of microbiology questions, anatomy questions, physiology questions, right? So every subject counts. I think he's just saying wonderful things for you as students. Every subject counts. Do not, and your time is very precious, so you have to use it with a lot of sense, and not try and do medicine and surgery for one month and then not do other things, because they are going to be asked in equal amount of questions and in equal weightage. So use your time very judiciously. That's what he's saying. Try and do things which you can revise more and more often and more frequently, and that gives you a much better hit rate in the exam. I think it's a wonderful advice for your juniors, and I'm sure all your juniors are going to wish for you, and the faculty here as well. We wish you a very, very bright future ahead, and you've done exceedingly well, and I'm sure you're capable of even better, which he will, right?
Thank you.
And we all are going to pray for that, and may God keep you as positive as you are, and show you even brighter side. Not that this isn't bright, this is bright as well, as bright as sun, but let's make it even more happier. We want to see him happy. He's not very happy with his rank, but I'm sure he would be. He totally deserves something, and he will get it. Yes. So all the very best, Ravi, and we hope to see you again.
Thank you, ma'am.